Hi there, Aries. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 16th of December. Of course, this is a very busy time of the year, and the Sun's combination with Venus this week can be perfect for joining in the festive celebrations. It can help you to be flexible, but also at the same time, Venus is in an area which can help you to come across in a very dignified and, where needed, a diplomatic way, especially in terms of any socialising you do to do with your work. But there are some very big changes coming this week. Uranus, the planet which has been so dominating of your zodiac sign in the last 3 years, ends a 5.5 month backward journey on Tuesday. But by Wednesday, Mars, the power planet and your ruler, is going face to face with Uranus, and the two are going to be in opposition broadly through to the end of the first week of January. This can be a very combustible influence, particularly when they both start to connect with Pluto in the last week of this year. But for now, I think that what this is going to do is throw up some radical and rather random events that you just are not planning. But they can come along, they can be hugely exciting, or they can be rather confrontational. It just depends on your unique situation. But for example, if you're in a very stable and steady relationship, it could be that this influence will help you and your partner to be a bit more daring and do something off the cuff, which could give you a lot of fun. On the other hand, if you're footloose and fancy free, this could give you the confidence to reach out and let somebody know that you really fancy, and perhaps in a way which is going beyond your normal comfort zone. But there can be a part of you that wants to be a bit more reckless in a way of which your zodiac sign is known. This is almost turned up to max, not just this week, but as I say, right through to the first week of January. So if you find yourself doing something really, really racy between now and then, it wouldn't be a surprise. However, this is a week when on Monday and Tuesday, as Jupiter and Saturn end a long but very beneficial aspect, when you can start to see how something has shaped up well for you in terms of a property plan or anything to do with getting the finances around that area of your life rescheduled, sorted out, in some way improved. By the end of this week, however, the Sun climbs right to the top of your horoscope. Now here it's going to join up with Venus, which is of course now twisting backwards, and of course Pluto. And it's really an influence which is very much to do with responsibilities. But it does forge almost immediately a very heart-rendering and gentle link with Neptune. This could see you doing something for those who are less fortunate and stepping outside the more materialistic side of Christmas. And anything you do in a positive way like this could see you feel very, very good with yourself, but also it can make someone else broadly smile too. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.